basically to warm up, what I do is this specific exercise with pentatonics, and it's technique and warm up, but also revision on the pentatonic shapes. And I do that with minor pentatonics, but some different variations on the pentatonic. Like there's this pentatonic that I call we can call the Mixolydian pentatonic. It's not the same Mixolydian pentatonic you guys will see in the program, okay? But it's kind of called like this just because it's the minor pentatonic with the major third instead of the minor. So those notes, they combine to form Mixolydian. Anyway, the final result is that instead of having this, for example, where I have minor third, I'll have major. So anyway, I'm explaining all of this just to say that there are small variations that we can do with the pentatonic like this, and that's how I warm up, and I go like usually 6 tuplets, and then I go to the next shape, and then I go the entire fretboard, and then I come back, and then I go, with the other pentatonic. So I'm doing 6 tuplets at 60 BPM. It's not really slow, right? So, but the good thing to warm up to this is that, well, I'm kind of forced to do small movements, because since I'm not warmed up when I do this, if I am not taking care of the movement that I'm making, it's just going to feel weird and my sound is going to be bad. So I'm forced to already start thinking really small movements. And this usually takes like just a few minutes. Then I raise my speed, and then I go for I choose like one key. Every day I choose a different key, right? And then I go over the arpeggios in the caged shapes. But I don't do like one shape of arpeggio and then the other one, and then the sort of thing. I like go with all of the arpeggios in the same shape. So I have this shape here, right? So I go like smaller arpeggios. So that's how I separate. And then I do ascending, then I do descending. Then I do ascending, descending, like combining 2 different shapes. And then the other combination, descending, ascending. So I do this here, and then here, and then here, here. Basically all the 5 caged shapes. These I do at 16ths, around 80 BPM. So it sounds something like this. Again, it's not something that's super slow, but it forces me to do very good movements. And this is kind of challenging in some parts because some little bars, because some string skipping. So I'm already working on mobility. This is mostly what I do first for the first 10 or so minutes, and then I go through some different exercises. I'm either playing scales in thirds like you guys already did, but I played different scales, I played different shapes and different keys too. I have some specific phrases that sometimes train a little bit of sweeping, or sometimes they train a little bit of alternate picking. There are some legato exercises. So I do some variation. Basically, an ideal warm-up plus technique exercise, like practice, to me will take around 40 minutes to 1 hour. But I mean, I can warm up in a little less. I think today I warmed up in a little less and went to do other stuff. But that's pretty much it. But one of the key things is to keep changing your exercises, keep changing what you're doing, because otherwise you get really good in doing those exercises, but you're not necessarily good in those techniques.